everyone, it's Shelby with you today to get busy showing you how to do some layered stamping. This set is from Altenew, Peony Bouquet. You're going to need stamp blocks, obviously your cardstock. Right there I showed you how I choose my colors from light to dark. One of the hardest things perhaps is trying to figure out which of these stamps go with each other to create the layered look. So I'm pulling them all off for the three that go with the larger peony. And what I like to do, I'm showing you here the look of them. When you're doing layered stamping, you're always working from the bottom to the top, often biggest to smallest of the stamps. The other good trick I can give you is to set them out with what stamp goes with which color. Again, bottom is starting with your lightest color and you're going to move towards the top with your darker color. So light, medium color, and then your darkest color. I'm having to use the Misty. This is a larger acrylic stamp, so the surface space hasn't been worn in yet because it's a relatively new stamp. So I'm going to use my Misty knowing that I'm going to need to stamp multiple times to get the full coverage of the ink. I could have prepped my stamp, but that's a whole different tutorial that I'll show you in the future. So I'm going to ink this up like 3 times, I think I did. And with the Misty, it's going to keep it in the exact same spot so that I don't have to try to futz with it and get it exactly lined up because the Misty already does it. So this is the lightest of the 3 colors. It's on the bottom. It also happens to be the largest surface area of this particular style stamp. This is my middle color, so it's going to go on top of the lighter color. What I also recommend doing is finding a point on the stamp that you can consistently line up for each of the stamps. This one happens to be in that little nook on the left side that I'm lining up, and isn't that magical? I can do 2 things at one time. So you can see here now that I've layered the darker color on to the light, or I should say the middle color. I'm going to come in with my smallest stamp, or the one that's most on top, which is going to be the darkest color of ink that I'm going to use. Again, I'm lining it up with that little nook on the left, and there is layered stamping using 3 colors. So I'm going to now show you the leaf. I'm going to talk a little bit less if possible, just so you can watch it in its full speed. Again, lightest on the bottom, then your middle color is next. I'm going to line it up on that nook or that crook on the bottom, that little notch. So that's my middle green. And you can use any color, any type of inks that you want to. I just happen to be using these Hero Arts one. But you always want a light color, a medium color, and then a dark color. There you have it. Thanks for visiting today. Any questions, leave me a message.